Okay, I've seen I've seen the so-called digital content creators say that, you know, they are calling on the government to use you to restore, to allow gambling adverts, you know, the advertisement of gambling products or so, you know, betting to be allowed again. I think we have a very confused generation here, and they probably they don't know what they are doing, and you know the effect of what they are selling or they are using to earn their keep on the economy or on the lifestyle in the country. It is very unfortunate to see people whom I expected to think even better come and say that without gambling adverts they cannot survive. It is the most unfortunate, and even to use the platform they call it Gen Z. I think Gen Z is the most abused generation. It is the most abused generation because even the people who are claiming Gen Z don't understand what the Gen Z and you know the spirit of the Gen Z is supposed to be about. I've been a content creator and now I'm a politician, and I think it's very unfortunate for somebody to say that, oh, Nigeria without gambling adverts, oh, we can't survive, we can't do A, B, C, D. These content creators who cannot survive without gambling adverts are idiots. These people have no creativity within themselves. These people don't know how to monetize their platforms. These people need to organize clinics to understand how the various platforms can be properly monetized and optimized to earn them money. You cannot depend on only gambling adverts. It means that you have reached your creative peak. You are now not, because creativity is not about the content you create only, but also your target market. Who are you targeting? If the target market is not able to pay and you have to depend on the gambling, you know, adverts only, you know, gambling is just one sector. There's agriculture, there's finance, there's sports, there's you know, a whole tech economy there, and untapped. In Kenyan media stations you don't even have a single, you know, properly working tech dedicated platform. There's none. Even if you go to some of these people who are, you know, are influencing over phones, they don't understand even the phones they're influencing about, even the feature phones, even the smartphones. People can tell you that when we used to do proper tech blogging in this country, we understood the products we are talking about. You know, now we have very shallow, inexperienced, impatient generation coming out and giving people ultimatums and saying that, you know, if you don't bring back gambling, see, we are going to run naked, we are going to, you know, the government is going to fall, we are going to, mayo. You young people, my brothers and sisters, I would want you to succeed, and I would want to organize a workshop where we interact over these things, because I've been where you are. I've earned good money. The point, you know, I would sit at home, create the good content, optimize them. You see checks of 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 coming to you at home while you're just sitting at home. You know, that's creativity. You know, I understand the issues of taxations and so on, but I also understand that, you know, the creative sector needs to understand that the government has to have a control over some of these things, especially the issue of gambling. Gambling is a vice economy. It's part of the vice economy, just like alcohol, just like cigarettes, just like prostitution, you know, and so on. Gambling is part of the vice economy. It cannot be allowed to the level where Kenyans are gambling to the level where it's being experienced. You see Kenyans gamble to the level where one leading firm, you know, I have the whole report. I think I have every monthly report for this year. If I share with you the report, you'll see one company, one betting firm, which is earning close to 5 billion shillings every month. How do you get that revenue without selling a service, without selling a product? In gambling, you're sold you know, hopes, and most of it is fake hopes, and that's why you say that the house always wins. You see, so you cannot come and say that unajua sisi boss, gambling does not build any economy. Gambling extracts, and most of these gambling farms, you know, the strength of gambling in this country is on the software, and most of these softwares are owned by foreigners, Eastern Europeans. You see, most of it Russians, you know, the Eastern Europeans are the ones running these platforms. The gambling and also the financial services, these ones offering the micro lenders, you see, they are offering these services and they have created a cartel-like atmosphere in there that they operate in such a way that it is very opaque, cannot be understood. The government tries to rein in on them. It is not, you cannot rein in on them. The government tries to regulate them. You see, they still bypass. People need to understand you cannot open up gambling even on mobile phones, because if you have it on mobile phones,